So don't be late. Dana's Kitchen.
Ooh, you could make pita dough.
I look ridiculous.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, and may the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you, and welcome to, you think you most definitely donated to the Texas Twinkie Fund, for sure. And you donated to the Pulled Pork Twinkie. So you got it all around. And Jedi was first, and hello, Fajita. It's a busy day on Twitch today, man. Like, everybody's on. So it's a good day to be on. So hello, happy Sunday. How's your weekend been? How have you been? We've been, weather here has been absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So we got to spend a little time outside yesterday, and Robbie took a walk today. I ran errands. And here we are. So it is May the 4th. We are going to be making our Texas Twinkies and our Pulled Pork Twinkies. I went ahead and started without you guys because having to smoke the brisket and cook the pork was about 5 hours in and of itself. So I thought we didn't want to sit here and go, hey, we're cooking brisket. Anyway, so they are out. I'm going to show you my beautiful brisket. It looks good. I'm going to show you from here. And you can see the nice bark on that brisket. And the smoker is still going. It's not really a smoker, it's a Weber kettle. It's still going so we can get our Twinkies, our Texas Twinkies on there. So that is what's going on. How are you guys? What's up with you guys? What's going on? Look at that, my tech guy got it for me. Woohoo! Rocky's been pretty annoying going in and out the dog door, except not always, just going there and swiping it. So it goes, trying to teach him not to do that. And he tried to steal your brisket. Earlier. He was barking at it, and he's trying to get on the counter. He was very upset. So today we're going to be making those Twinkies, and we have three intergalactic cocktails for you guys tonight. So that's what we're doing. It's pretty easy. I've got a couple of side dishes. I actually purchased them at the store, but we're gonna zhuzh them up to have with our, with all of our smoked pulled pork meat, all the yumminess. So there we go. The Haymarket riot in Chicago and the Kent State shooting in Ohio. Okay. I mean, there's stuff that happens every day, yeah. So there you go. Jedi coming in with the details of what happens on May the 4th. It's also the precursor day. There's some people who are probably pre-gaming for Cinco de Mayo.
That's tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. It always seems to fall on May 5th.
That's weird.
That is so weird. I have a friend, it's her birthday on that day. She loves, oh look, I spilled some brisket juice on our jalapenos. Anyway, so we're gonna learn what a Texas Twinkie is. If you don't know what one is, it is a jalapeno that is stuffed with brisket and cheese and yumminess, and then you wrap bacon around it, and then you put some barbecue on it, and you stick it back on the smoker. You can do them in the oven. I want to add a little more smoke flavor to it, and then you eat them. So, calling in sick on May 6th, yes. That's happened. So my friend, her birthday's on the 5th. She loves margaritas, and she one time had a big group of us meeting her at a Mexican food restaurant on the 5th, but she didn't make reservations ahead of time. So that was fun. Note, if you're going to have a big group of people on May 5th and you're going to a Mexican restaurant, you should probably have reservations. Just saying. Okay. So let's start. I want to get these on, I want them to be on the smoker for a couple of hours. I have started getting my jalapenos ready. So You can see we're going to be cutting them and we're gutting them. Now, if you really like tons of spice, you can just scrape out some of the stuff. I'm trying to get as much out of it as I can. I've also par-baked the bacon because otherwise it won't get all the way cooked through. A black cat just bashed your window. Was there the cat?
I didn't see
The
that.
next door
That's what I'm
cat.
shocked.
That does happen. Also
Or
squirrels.
are you just seeing things, Mod Pro?
Although I don't see a black cat. It's usually a calico, but
He
he's
might
a
look
very
black
dark.
on the camera.
He's a very, very dark calico cat. Yes, these are huge. I want you to look at the size of these jalapenos. You want to get big jalapenos. You want to try and find the biggest jalapenos you can. I live in Texas. Guess what? It's really easy to find big jalapenos here. So I started that.
Or are your hands just that small?
I do not have small hands. I do not. No. Well, the ring isn't so much that I lost the rung. All right, so let's start.
Is it still on there, Dana? Okay, it's still.
It's still there. It's still there. I'm sure that somebody in chat, if I don't have it, will.
She's made it
notice
2 weeks, Michael, without losing it.
And you've made it 2 weeks being engaged. Look at that.
I lost mine then.
All right, so the first thing you want to do, and I just messed that one up, but we're still going to use it. But you want to take you're going to be basically making a T. So you're going to cut about halfway. This beezer. You're going to cut about halfway down your jalapeno. So you can see that, okay? And then you're going to come and do, oh, that one really wants the brisket. Okay. These have lots of guts in them. Don't cut through to the other side. So be careful about that. Now, I think the easiest way to do this is with a tiny spoon. So this is like in a spoon you would get for your coffee. And to get in there. Sometimes I have to use a knife. I kind of just scrape around the edges.
Michael.
This is couch cushion. I think she just hid it from my dad. I once had my boss at a job. We worked in retail, and at work, her diamond flew off of her ring, and she couldn't find it, and she was like devastated, and she had something else happen, and then we didn't see her for like a week, and she felt so bad. Uh-oh, it sounds like Andy has entered the chat. So, hello, Andy. Hello. So one of the things you want to try and do is make as few cuts and as the littlest opening that you need for this, so that it doesn't leak everywhere. It prevents it from leaking on the grill and all that good stuff. So we're doing our best here. I'm going to rinse these when we're done to try and get a few more seeds out. But really, if you're not familiar with this, this is the spicy part. The spiciest part of your peppers are those membranes in the middle of it. Everybody talks about the seeds.
You should prove it by taking a bite.
No, I will not do that. The seeds will make it hotter, but on their own, they're not really that hot. So, all right. So we've only got 2 more of these to do because lucky you don't have to stand here for 30 minutes and watch me do this and gut these out. But I got to tell you, this brisket smells delicious over here. So, but you can kind of see I'm like cracking into that membrane with the spoon and then scraping as much as I can, trying my best not to make a giant mess out of my jalapeno here. So there we go. You're over at Hippie's, okay? All right, well, tell Hippie hi for us. Tell him he can come on over and have some jalapeno peppers with us when he's done. Hippie was here at my house. I get to have all the cool people at my house.
I even got to finally make him his margarita.
You did. Hippie's always talking about, hey, Randy, when are you making me a margarita? And he got here and Randy was like, you want a margarita, don't you? Let me make you a margarita. Now he can't say, "Hey, Randy, where's my margarita?" You
Say,
never
I'll
make
have
me
it ready
one.
if you come back.
Now he knows how good they are. So has anybody done anything special for May the 4th, for the Star Wars part of it? You guys all know my Star Wars story. That I was around, Robbie was not, when the first movie came out, which is really episode 4,
I saw them in theaters.
but not when it originally came out.
You can't prove that.
I absolutely can. Shall we call your mom? All right. Oops. Juice there. Let's do this. All right. Now, I'm going to go rinse the seeds out of these real quick as best as I can. And everybody remind me not to touch my eye.
And is that bacon on the stove?
It is bacon on the stove. What I did was to get the bacon started, I went ahead and put it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Is it spicy over there?
Very potent peppers. I mean, if you like really, oh my gosh.
And as promised, we got everyone upgraded on the fridge.
Yes, we upgraded, if you notice. It wasn't Dana trying to cut out cardstock. So we got new fridge stuff. All right. Whew. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. There are our peppers. Woo. All right, some water. Luckily, it's not my eyes, it's just my throat.
In your special glass.
Mm-hmm. So this is a part of a set, all different colors of things that we got in Venice, our Murano glasses, which I'm so excited about because one of them's orange.
They survived the trip.
The trip over.
Yes.
We had it shipped.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to open it on stream on Thursday, but we had a lot of to do, so we ended up not doing it. Okay, next we're going to make our, what goes inside our jalapenos. Ooh, you know what? I need Robbie for something. He loves it when I say, hey, can you grate me some cheese? Now, I'm using cheddar because that's what I have. This recipe is loosely based on the place that we love to get barbecue. Probably our second favorite place to get barbecue, Hutchins Barbecue. And they use Gouda cheese, probably smoked Gouda cheese. I just decided I have so much cheese in the house, we're going to use the cheese that we have. And so I have this giant block of cheddar, and Robbie's going to grate me some cheddar. He looks so happy about this. You should see the look on his face. His eyes are rolling into his head. He's so excited. Could you grate me a bunch of cheese? I got to chop some brisket. All right, we're going to chop some brisket. All right, are we ready? Ah, my nose is now running because of the jalapenos.
Can we skip the cheese grating and just go to the part where I get to eat the brisket?
I will give you some brisket to try if you grate some cheese. All right, you guys ready? But look at this. Look at this lovely color on that brisket. For 3 hours on a non-smoker on my Weber, I smoked stuff on my Weber kettle. That turned out pretty good. It's called multitasking, Robbie.
I don't know. Did you take pictures? Do you care about pictures of the brisket? Or
We should have a picture of the brisket probably. Robbie must multitask
I'm
again.
going to be busy grating cheese, but if you would like to take pictures.
I can't because I have stuff on my hand. But you don't have to grate the whole block of cheese. That's the cool part.
Well, that's good because it's ginormous.
So choose your cheese. But cream cheese will help give it that creaminess that we want out of it. But now I got to try and get to my phone, oh, there we go, camera. You know what I like about my new phone? My new phone has a button on the side that if I just double click it, I get the camera. All right.
I need to get someone in chat to buy you like an industrial sized cheese grater so that this doesn't take an hour.
How about you buy it for me?
I mean, that's not quite as interactive, but I suppose that's a solution.
All right.
Or we could just
There we
buy
go.
the pre-shredded cheese, Dana.
No, no. All right. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of slice some off of here. How much do I need? I just need about a pound. So we're going to call that about a pound of brisket. Now, if you've ever gone to a barbecue place, I don't know how it is where you are, but if you go to if you're ever in Texas and you go to a Texas barbecue joint, they're most likely going to have it by the pound or by the half pound or by the quarter pound. So always look to see how much that is. And when you order,
Because just as it's listed in prices by the pound, you don't have to order a whole pound.
Robbie found that out the
for
hard
any of
way.
you beginners like me
After
back in the
somebody
day.
else was paying for it for him. All right. So put it on the throne wish list. I mean, that is also a good idea. All right. Now we're going to, what just happened there? Oh, I dragged that through the water. Lovely.
Yeah, Dana, get me access to your throne wish list and then don't question items that you don't recognize.
Don't question what's on there. Yeah. Uh-oh. There's no dog in here.
He'll have it later, don't
He
worry.
will. We'll give it to him later. They're so much faster at this at the places when they do the chopped brisket. Also,
But you can't
this
see behind
isn't
that
really,
counter. You don't know if there's not brisket all over the place back there.
That's true. But also, they usually use a little bit of the fattier part of it, and this is not the fatty part of the brisket that I'm using here.
Oh, and hi, Suki.
Hi, Suki. You know, I actually have it on my list of things to, I have the way I try to keep track of my life,
Is it with a list of your list?
it's a list. And on my list is different things, and updating my throne list has been on my stream list of my list for probably 4 months.
Because I tend to cheat, guys, and around Christmas time, I just
He
snag
just
some
gets
stuff
stuff
off
off
the
of
throne,
list.
list. For her.
As do a couple of other people. So, the St. Louis Blues. Oh, we'll have to watch that. Robbie will go, wait a minute, why do we get to watch the Blues, but we didn't get to watch the Stars?
It's all right. The Stars won last night,
Robbie is
and
happy.
they probably had no business doing so it's all good.
This, by the way, is a good way to get your aggression out. We're going to be doing this with pork, too, so stay tuned. Meat's flying everywhere.
That does look more fun than the cheese.
Huh? So my recipe called for 10 to 12 jalapenos, and it also called for 16 ounces of cream cheese. Well, I had what I thought was a whole thing of cream cheese in the refrigerator, and it turns out not only was it not a whole thing of cream cheese, it was also had been opened and had been sitting in there, so it was rock hard. So we only have 8 ounces of cream cheese tonight, but we're gonna make it work. You're a Bruins fan? Perfect. We'll take them. We'll take them. What's funny is my parents, before they had me, they used to go to Blues games. And then after me, They never did. And even when we moved back when I was older, moved back to St. Louis when I was older, my dad never took me. Went to tons of Cardinals games, though, including World Series once, Robbie, just so you know.
You know, you guys have won a few too many of those. You didn't really share.
We have not won enough because the Yankees are still ahead of us. All right. We've got that.
Well, we've got one now, Dana, so we're hot on your tail.
Okay, so if you're wondering what I did with the brisket, I just bought a flat. I didn't get the whole brisket just because we're cooking this for this. And I rubbed it all over with Chef Steve's butt rub, which you can actually buy. No, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
There we go. Chef Steve's, but it does not come in this. This is my container to keep it in. It comes in a big bag, and then you can choose how you want to store it. It's really good, and it makes life so much easier when you don't even have to think about it. All right. So we're going to put some of that in here. I'm not going to put too much because I actually smoked the brisket with it, but we're going to add a little bit more in there for flavor. Let me see. Let's just put a couple of spoonfuls in there.
Michael.
What's he say? Prove the Bruins wrong for fun. I will take that. Now, when Robbie and I first started dating, what happened, Robbie? What happened when we first started dating? What was going on?
It was about this time of year. So it was the playoffs again. And the Stars were playing the Blues. So it was a problem.
Except,
And me being the good sport on our second date,
I think it was our second one.
I for some reason was so nice that I wore the color blue to support Dana's team.
And we were watching the game.
Sort of. We ended up being at the restaurant for like 6 hours that day.
6? I don't think it was 6.
I don't know. It was a long time. It wasn't just dinner, that's for sure.
And now we're like, all right, dinner's over, let's go home. But it didn't used to be that way.
You know why? It's because your team's beat my team in the playoffs twice since then.
And I think, did we win the Stanley Cup that year? I can't remember. Who won the Stanley Cup 9 years ago?
I was even thinking about a couple years ago when you guys knocked us out. If you won it or if you got knocked out in the finals. I just know the Stars didn't win. We haven't won since '99. Beat the Bruins in 2018-ish. So you beat Michael's team.
Nice.
So you know my pain, Michael.
So Robbie and I started dating in 2016. Yes, everybody, 2016. It took him this long.
You know, sometimes you just got to make sure you're sure. You gotta make sure she can cook 1,000 different meals first. Make sure there's some variety.
Ed Belfour was the Stars goalie. Favorite player growing up. That's excellent. Okay.
Eddie the Eagle.
I think this is probably enough. You're good. You're good. Stop. Stop.
Show off that cheese.
That is a lot of cheese. Let's get that in there.
Don't worry, guys. There's more if we need it.
We don't. That's actually probably more cheese than I actually needed, but that's fine. We'll just go with it.
Well, don't worry. I've got a little bit more for you.
I don't need more. Okay, here's some more.
You're welcome.
So let's get that all stirred up, mixed up.
Should I eat the floor brisket?
I would not. You can actually cut yourself off a piece of brisket over here that hasn't been on the floor if you would like.
Well, sure. No extra flavor for me.
Okay. He has turned down brisket, everybody.
Not enough Marry Me chicken. I needed all of the things. Marry Me lasagna, Marry Me ice cream.
I mean, I planned our first trip. He didn't have to do any planning of our first trip because it was for his birthday. And I made him triple chocolate cupcakes. So they were chocolate cupcakes with chocolate chips, and then they were filled with a chocolate ganache. But Robbie, who doesn't really drink or take in a lot of caffeine. Didn't realize that the way that you make chocolate taste so much better is you put coffee in it. So there's espresso powder in it as well. And I swear, we went to a wine country here in Texas, and he was goofier from the cupcakes because he had like 3 in a row than he was from the wine that we drank.
I might have been hysterically laughing at
I
the
was
Blue
like,
Bunny
what is
commercial.
wrong with you?
See, there's this
Really
cute little
quick.
bunny staring at the ice cream at the grocery store.
Blue Bunny ice cream made him crack up.
And then this customer just swings open the door and flings the bunny off to the side, and it was hilarious.
And he couldn't stop laughing, like all night. He kept laughing about that. All right, here we go. We're gonna stuff all this yummy goodness in here. And this is why if you go to some barbecue places, you'll find like the Hutchins, which is the one we go to, I think it's like $7 or something, $7
Probably
per.
about that, yeah.
And you'll be like, some people are like, for a jalapeno popper? No, this is not a jalapeno popper. No siree.
And then at the barbecue place we went when the streamers were here, is this something that Hippie ordered, I believe? I think he got one of these.
Did he? I didn't.
I
don't.
think so.
I don't remember if he got one.
Because he's very much like, I gotta try that, and gotta try that. And
Oh,
probably ordered
yeah.
about double the amount of food.
I mean, we should have just ordered a bunch of food and said, "Here's a bunch of stuff. Everybody try it." All right. So.
You walk into a place like that and everything looks and smells so good. It's hard to not
Gosh.
over order.
We're experts at the place we go, and we almost always bring stuff home, mainly because we want to. So what I love about Hutchins Barbecue, if you're ever here in Texas, is I love the way they do their sides. Like so many places are like, you get a individual side or a pint or a half pint, and you only get the one side in it, and it's however much. And here it's like, they give you either a thing, and they have, what would you say, like 30 different sides? Like about 25 to 30 different sides that they have, and they're like, whatever you can fit. So you can have it like overflowing, and they're like, fine, and it's one price. So I like it because I can get multiple things, because Robbie's usually like, well, what one thing do we want? What 2 things do we want? And this way we can both get whatever we want. All right, so here we go. These are so big. I hope I have enough bacon. They're gonna need 2 pieces of bacon around them. That's how big.
At least you don't have to weave a lattice, because then we would need Darth's help.
We'd be here all day long, so I might have to use some bacon that's not par done, but we'll see. So yeah, so I put all of that in the oven, but we need to get these on the smoker, at least a few of them. So if we don't get them all filled, that's fine. I can do that later.
Suki says that French silk pie is her kryptonite.
Ooh. What's that? My friend made French silk pie once with Oreo crust, chocolate whipped top. It's so rich you couldn't eat more than a couple of bites. Well, I mean, there are some things that are so rich it's like, yeah, I can only have a couple bites. But these French silk pie with a chocolate crust, I'm actually, believe it or not, I like chocolate, but I prefer non-chocolate desserts.
Well, and I think Dana left out the detail of those cupcakes she made me for my birthday back then. She made like 20 of them.
I made a lot.
So while me
I don't do
eating
things
3 was a lot,
halfway.
it was
This
a
is
small
Texas,
portion of what
y'all.
she brought on the trip.
This is Texas, y'all. You don't do anything halfway in Texas. There we go. Now we're going to put barbecue sauce on these before we put them on the grill. So wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. I can only do 4 more with that bacon. And then I've got some other bacon in here.
Pull out the emergency bacon.
Yeah, it's still not going to be enough. And these will have to be separate. 1, 2, 3. How many of these do I have? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm going to be short. Oh well. It's fine. Maybe these smaller, there's a couple that are a little smaller. Maybe I can fake it with 1 piece of bacon. But don't worry, I wouldn't give that one to you. Because we know you want more bacon.
Me, on the other hand.
Robbie, however.
Because why?
Because bacon's just okay for you. Which is just not okay. So you can see if you're actually getting the bigger size ones, why they would be like $7 a piece. All right, we're gonna try and do this one's a little smaller. We're gonna try to do this with 1.
Well, these definitely take a little bit of effort to make too, right? This isn't,
Yes.
they just cut you a piece of meat and weigh it and you move on.
And it's always amazing to me how they, like, you're like, I'll take a 1/4 pound, and they go, and they put it, and then it's like right on the dot, 1/4 pound. Now, we did go once to a place, well, you like it with the standard stuff.
I'll take it either way. I just might get a little crazier with the extra chocolate.
Robbie loves chocolate. So we went to this one place that gets really high marks from the critics and stuff in town, but it's kind of like this guy who decided he wanted to have like a upscale barbecue joint. And the food was fine, but it was way more expensive. And I remember like somebody's like, I'm gonna get a 1/4 pound of brisket, and it was 1 slice.
So you're talking about with Steve
Steve
and
and-
Prem and John were
Yeah.
there?
All right, that one is gonna need 2. Or at least 1.5, but we're gonna give it 2. Let's see here, let's do this way. Lots of bacon. All right, what are my smaller ones? These are bigger. These 2 are a little smaller. We're gonna do our best here, guys, because that is all I can do. So what are some of your favorite desserts out there? What's your favorite dessert? You could only have like a couple of desserts for the rest of your life. What would you have, Robbie?
I mean, I'm usually happy with almost any sort of ice cream. Hey, Debbie, welcome in.
Hello, Debbie. Hi.
Good to see you.
All right. We're just making some Texas Twinkies here. I'm gonna run out of bacon. I don't know that I've ever used jalapenos quite this big to make them before. Because I thought I had enough bacon, and I am going to run short on bacon. Well, we're gonna, what is that? The fan, I think that's the fan in the oven. That's not a good sign. The fan in the oven is making that much noise. All right, here we go. Robbie is the best. Robbie gives the best shout outs. All right. And see, what I'm trying to do is make sure that we're covering all of the stuff so the stuff doesn't go all over the grill. So our
we don't wanna
cheese and
lose
our
all that
brisket, we
goodness.
don't want that to go all over the grill. All right, 1 small one. I'll get some stuff, barbecue sauce on these, and then we'll get those on the smoker. Because don't worry, we still have pulled pork Twinkies to make. And that I have never done before, so we're gonna see how that goes. And I made a big mistake, guys. I made a big mistake. I did not order the Twinkie or hot dog pans in time. So we're gonna do our best. And if you feel like you feel cheated because they don't look quite like Twinkies, I will get the Twinkie pans and do it again for you, just for you guys, because you're so awesome. All right, let's get these. Let's get some barbecue sauce on these babies.
So
And
if they're really delicious, you guys might need to feel cheated so I can get them again.
so Robbie can have it twice. He'll give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down. There we go. There we go. We got that. Now, this is a spicy barbecue sauce, Robbie.
How spicy?
I don't know. I haven't tasted it yet. It's not too spicy. It's actually sweet with just like a kick at the end. That'll be nice with this. And then hopefully this barbecue sauce will caramelize really nicely with all the bacon fat.
Just painting little happy barbecue clouds.
That's
Dana.
right. It's okay. If you make a mistake, it'll still taste great.
Well, they look delicious.
Oh, look, that one's already half done. All right. I bet I could just have a big vat of barbecue sauce and then just dunk these in here. I wonder if that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
You're making me miss match game, Michael.
It's so spicy. All right, put your best answers in there. What's your best answer?
Well, usually he fills in like most of the next sentence and there's just a blank, which makes
Oh.
it way easier.
All right, why don't you do that first? It's so spicy that his... I'm trying to think. I can't think and work at the same time.
It's an
So make 'em
adventure
us.
in your mouth.
It's all right.
I had to blank just to eat it all.
You had to blank just to eat it. I like that. All right. Everybody match game it.
PG if possible. Unless you're Betty White.
Unless you're Betty
and
White.
then just anything seems to go. It was never good if you had to match with Betty.
I mean, I disagree. I think it's amazing if you match with Betty. My kids, I'm a little tamer right now, but my kids, and because you don't see Dana after dark right now, my kids are always like, yeah, you're going to be Betty White.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. But usually the idea is you don't want to be too crazy if you want to win to go on to the money round. The most creative is usually not the best idea.
It's coming back? Excellent. They're bringing a Cutthroat Kitchen back with Malarkey, and I'm interested to see what that's going to be like when that comes back. All right. I have so much barbecue sauce all over my hand. This is not a job you can do without
You have
making a
so
mess.
much barbecue sauce on your hand, Dana. You're gonna need a blank to clean it up.
All right. How about a sink?
That would probably be the good answer.
No, that would be a boring.
See, Suki coming in with pressure washer. See?
I like that pressure washer. Hey, Robbie's. You haven't set the iPad up yet, have you?
Or wet wipe. Set what up?
The iPad for camera. Yeah, it's there.
Oh.
Charging. I'm going to go put this on the smoker. Robbie's going to entertain you for a second.
Or I can see if I can get the thing working, or we can go out there, guys. First step, is it charged? 52%. Excellent. It's at least enough to get us started. Hey, we're connected. Step 2 complete. Let's see. And, oh wait, hold on. I gotta pull it up here. And then lower that to that. Oh, she's back. Sure, now that I'm ready.
Well, we'll go out and take a look at them in like 30 minutes or so.
Okay, I'll
How's
plug
that?
I'll plug this back in.
That might be more exciting than just watching me. Do you know what I heard while I was out there, Robbie?
Birds,
Yes.
ducks.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
No, who did you hear?
All the pigeons.
Oh. Rocky's tongue. Is it still spicy, Dana?
Part of it.
I think Rocky's hanging out there. It's a nice day.
Yes, he's loving it out there.
This is about as good as the weather ever gets in Texas. Low 70s and no humidity somehow.
We will take you outside, just not right this second. All right, I'm gonna stick that over there. And now, I'm gonna fill these up real quick and just,
Oh, Michael, we have 3 of them planned.
yes, we have 3, may the 4th be with you cocktails.
I suppose we can go ahead and show what those are.
Well, 'cause it doesn't tell you
Hello.
what any of them are.
Dana, your mic's still off.
Oh. You guys noticed? That must
May
mean
the
you listen
fork
to
be
me.
with you.
May the fork be with you. Hello. All right. I just want to try and finish these up. I think I'm going to have extra filling. Don't worry, I will come up with something to do with it. Do, 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 do. My kids will do that when they get home, and it's so cute when they're in different rooms, and one of them will go do 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 do, and then the other one will go mana mana from a different room.
We used to do that when she was washing her hands on the stream.
We did. That's
I'm not
right.
sure how that became a thing.
Probably because it came out of my weird head as something to do.
I feel like we haven't done that in years.
It's a way to count so you know you're washing your hands long enough. And it's more fun than singing happy birthday, which is the other way. Or twinkle, twinkle, little star, happy birthday.
Or the ABCs.
Did I not say that?
No, you said happy birthday and twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star is the ABCs.
Some people don't know that. It's like, what?
It's the same song.
When you have extra filling, you just add it to something the day after, soups, pastas, etc.
Yep. Yep. Or since this has got a lot of cheese in it, we could put it on some bread and make like a brisket grilled cheese sandwich. What do you think of that, Robbie? So I'm just going to put these in a container and do those later.
I'm changing our music. I'm not feeling
Look, I feel like these were all the small jalapenos because one piece of bacon is working around them. And now I have extra bacon. How did that happen?
How did that happen?
I don't know. That's weird.
Don't tell her that, Michael.
He knows. The other night we did, we had all the stuff left over from Thursday night and Sunday. And Kanara! Kanara, hello! Welcome in, Raiders. Kanara, how did everything turn out? How did your World of Warcraft food turn out? I'm sure that it was delicious, but tell me all about it. Tell me all about it.
Did you have to read the recipe a fifth time?
And thanks for the heads up on that. And Golden Flare, thank you for resubscribing. Hang on. I gotta get a thing. We got a thing. I gotta see if I can find room where it's not a big mess over here.
There's some of the jalapeno.
So we've been making, so here's what we're doing today. We met and actually surpassed both of our bit and sub goals last month. So I promised everybody that I would be making some, So I promised I'd be making some Texas Twinkies and some pulled pork Twinkies. And so we've got our Texas Twinkies. These were my leftover ones. I've got some already on the grill or on the smoker, and they're smoking, and they're big old jalapenos filled with smoked brisket and cream cheese and cheddar cheese and a little of Chef Steve's butt rub. If you know, you know. Then we wrap some bacon around and put some barbecue sauce on it, and that is on. The good food coming out of this kitchen. Yep. And so we've got this. I'm going to put Golden Flare's name on the refrigerator, get this cleaned up, and then we're going to work on our pulled pork Twinkies. And I've already told everybody that if you're dissatisfied with them, I will do them again with the Twinkie pan or a hot dog pan, but I could not find one last night or today. So I thought about it too late. I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, oh, I got to get one of those, and I could not get one delivered. I couldn't find it anywhere. So if you're really unhappy with it, I'll make them again. You know. It's Still Hot to Cut. The brownies are the bomb. Oh, my gosh. I told Robbie, I said, go pick something out of the World of Warcraft book, and but you can't choose what Kanara's making today. And then he's like, I can't do brownies. So there we go. We're also going to do some for May the 4th be with you. We're going to be making some cocktails for that we've got coming up. We've got a purple one, a blue one, and a red one. And yeah, and if you haven't heard the news, in 2 weeks, Kanara and I are going to do a World of Warcraft collab on stream. And if I can, the Friday before, I'll try to play with her.
You've never played.
And I've never played. So you'll have to show up so you can totally make fun of me. That is A-okay.
Michael has a question for you.
You have a question. What is the question? Should you gift subs to the Raiders? I'm sure the Raiders would appreciate that.
Hey, Claire.
So Raiders, you want a chance at having a sub? Michael is offering to throw 5 random subs out there for you guys. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? Somebody say something. Somebody say something. Otherwise, Michael's going to go away and go, nobody wants a sub. Trust me, I've seen it happen. There we go. And look, all of a sudden we have a hype train. Thank you for those subs to Nitro in My Blood, Marshall R. Jackson, Yannicki, Gecko, Hecko, and Nervous Deer. Why are you nervous, dear? All right.
I was like, me. You need your hat, Dana.
I do. I need my hat. Golden Flare, you're going up here. Wait, where are my stickers? Oh, thank you for the follow. Whoever that was, I can't see it. But thank you for the follow. You've learned not to ask for a gift sub. I wait until you get one. Well, but Michael's not, he's just offering.
Mystery
Oh, wait.
Mayhem followed.
Okay, thank you for the follow. Here we go. Here's Michael. 1, 2, 3, There we go. 4 and 5. There we go. All right,
And
thank you guys.
Sweet Face Fergie.
Sweet Face Fergie, thank you for that follow. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
And you saw Kanara's,
for
right?
raids. Oh, and you gave out, Kanara gave out, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I gotta do that one now. So many things happening, Robbie. How am I supposed to keep up? All right. I put the pen away, didn't I? No, there it is. You guys. You guys. Oh, you can't see that on there.
Get it together.
Get it together, Dana. Here we go. It's hard when you have a hat that doesn't really quite fit. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the hype train. We're already at level 3. You know what we'll do in a little bit? We're going to give away. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. For those people who don't know me, who came in, my name is Dana. I am a home cook in North Texas. I love Kanara. I've cooked with her in my kitchen, almost killed her, but that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
It's fine. Everything is fine. It's not my fault she didn't bring a gas mask. A lot of capsaicin in the air. A lot of, yeah. Anyway, I mean, I was almost dying too, so I guess it's fine if I was also doing that. And let's see here. You just click a button. You somehow got lost along the raid. You didn't hold on to the porky tie enough. Were you holding hands? You got to hold hands when you come with Kanara, because if you don't hold hands, you may get sucked off into the void somewhere.
Or Narnia or...
Someplace. That's what friends are for. Chef Pete, welcome in. Oh, I need to do a raid thing for... Did I do one for Kanara yet? I don't think I did. Hang on. I'm here. I got things. Wait. Let's get some things. And welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Chef Pete. It's good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'll just give my spiel. Let me start from the beginning. Hi there. And Kanara's raiding with the party. What are you doing, Kanara? Did you find some people in the void and you decided to bring them in? You found some stragglers. You came in again. Bringing over the stragglers. Okay, well, my name is Dana. I'm a home cook up in North Texas, and tonight we are doing some goal. What do we call those? Goal, not prizes, goal incentive things. And we're making some Texas Twinkies. We're going to be making pulled pork Twinkies. We're going to be making May the 4th cocktails. We've got 3 of them. And I'm so excited you guys are all here. So welcome in, Raiders. Make sure, by the way, guys, both Chef Pete makes amazing, amazing, amazing food. So go give Chef Pete a follow. You can even follow him on Instagram and see all of the yummy stuff that he cooks on Instagram. And then, and also, if you're not following Kanara yet, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been if you're not following Kanara? So, keep that up. All right, let's see. Am I missing anything? Hello, Creme Delish. How are you? All right, so hang on. Where did my pen go? I got to write some things down. I need to put down. I'll get to cooking here soon. We've got Kanara Ray.
The good news is there is some stuff on the grill already. So.
Yes, we have our first batch of Texas Twinkies on the smoker, and these are going to get put away, and I'll deal with them later because I didn't get to par bake the bacon on these, so these are going to take a little longer. Chef Pete Snaith. But how are you guys doing? How is everybody doing? And did I miss anything? I've got Robbie. By the way, if you're new here, there's Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy. He is my tech guy, my fiance, my logistical elevation technician. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train. And we just got back from Europe.
We've got a hype chest, Dana.
Huh?
Got another hype chest
I
here.
did. What is that one? Par bake or birdie bake? Is there a difference? I don't know. I just put them in there and I cook them for a little bit. That's what I call it, par baking. That may not be the technical term. Again, not a chef, just a cook. And there we go. There's Canara there. There's Chef Pete Snaith. This is already looking great, and it's only the 4th. There we go. Because I like to get it started baking before I put them on the grill. So then a boogie bake. Yes. Hello, Geek Boy. Gonna need a bigger kitchen. Am I? Oh, yeah, maybe.
Stuff.
Maybe. All right, hang on.
Well, Dana keeps buying so many things for the kitchen that she does need another kitchen.
I do. And we're looking at building, and we found one.
Bogey bake.
Bogey. Golf term. Bogey bake. Oh, Birdie. I see what you're doing now. I got the golf references. My parents would be so ashamed of me for not getting that faster. They would. They'd be like, Dana, did you not catch the golf terms?
Do I need the shame soundbite, Dana? Shame. Shame.
I don't have the bell. Shame, shame. All right. And then let me get this put away too.
And Common Wolf says, it only took you a few tries, Dana.
Just a
I think
few.
you're on par.
My parents were the people, you know, when you see people out golfing when it's like 30 degrees and you're like, what are they doing? Or it's 110 degrees and you're like, what are you doing? Those were my parents.
Kanar says, I have a cowbell.
You have a cowbell. Well, that doesn't really help me. And it's not really a cowbell. It's a shame bell. Maybe we need one.
Dana definitely needs a shame bell. I don't, but Dana does.
It's the other way around. But it's fine. Go ahead and let him think whatever he wants.
Well, it's too bad your tech guy is in charge of the tech.
I'm going to get a real one. Because you know what we need around here, Robbie?
More shame?
More stuff.
Oh.
Because I don't have enough stuff. I'm very bad at
I was
that.
about to say, how much did you buy just for today? Because we're keeping some of that a secret, I think, until we make the drinks. What? I said nothing. You heard nothing.
What am I going to do with him?
I didn't say anything.
What am I going to do? Do they still have the Byron Nelson every spring in Las Colinas? Do they still do that in Las Colinas?
I think it's back there this year, from what I heard.
Okay. Because it got moved, right? At
Yeah,
some
they
point?
moved it away, and there was a whole hullabaloo, and
All right.
I think it's back there again.
So let's take a look. I'm going to put it over here. Let's take a look at our pulled pork here. Look at this. It's not pulled yet. This is our pork. So I did a pork butt. Oh my gosh, look at that. Here, let me go feed my tech guy real quick.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it moved for a couple years, and people complained enough that I think they moved it back. That's yummy.
We're going to watch Dana push the frame of the Twitch video so she can fit into the window. Oh, you mean like this is... My tech guy isn't over there by the camera, so it won't
We
work.
apparently had a black cat go by.
Yeah, if you watch the fence, occasionally you'll see a squirrel or a cat on there. I'm twitching bad. Thank you for that follow. Might get half the meat, exactly. So we're gonna want it a little bit smaller than shredding.
Kanara, I think that's a fair price to pay someone to shred that for us.
Why, you wanna shred it?
No. If Kanara wants to
Right.
shred it, she can have half it. I think that's fair.
So this is a recipe out of Mythical Kitchen's cookbook. It called for
Dana
boneless.
also has lived in
I did. You lived in DFW 81 to 87. I was in Missouri then. I was in Houston from 70 to 81. You can have the bone hat. I
And
wouldn't
thank you
do
for that follow.
Thank you for the follow, Ami no Momi. Did I get it right? I'm closer than Darth would have gotten. Is Darth in here? All right. This wants me to chop this. I don't know. Am I going to need all of this?
She can have the bone half.
I don't think I'm going to need all
Look at that.
of this. But look at that. You could take some forks and shred this, but we're going to... There's all that lovely fat.
You're making sweet and spicy pork chops tonight.
Nice. I love pork chops.
Krem says, I was in Houston at that time too. I did not see you.
You didn't see me? Where were you? Where were you? All right.
And you were born in Kansas City, but moved to OKC in '68.
There you go. I was born in Missouri, in St. Louis, though. All right. I can get some of those pieces out because I don't want this to be like tough on the inside. But it's still yummy, so we don't want to get rid of it, right? So this recipe called for boneless, but they did not have that at the grocery store. So bone in works just as well. You just have to take the bone out. All right. Who's ready? Who's ready for that? Hippie! Hippie! Oh my gosh. Okay, so Robbie, you're gonna have to take over writing down things.
What, you're busy or something?
I'm busy.
And an incoming.
And incoming, okay.
41
I know,
months.
that's ridiculous.
That can't
Totally
be a real number.
ridiculous.
So, like a red star, does that work for Hippie?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not picky.
Where's the
I mean,
pen?
I am when I'm not busy, but then when I'm really busy, I get less picky about things. So chop it up. Look busy. Okay, yes, sir.
We were just
When
talking
they come
earlier
in,
about
I'm just going to go like this, and I'm going to go, how is everybody? Are you all good?
Hippie!
Hippie, hello. How are you? Hippie told me to look busy, but Hippie, how are you? Hippie's here. Hippie is here. He told me to look busy. Here we go. Is this looking busy enough? Are we looking busy enough? All right. Welcome in, Raiders. We need a thing for Hippie too for rating.
Yes.
Okay. So we got the two things, but welcome in, Hippie. How was your stream? What did you do? And anybody who's in here who's not following Hippie, go hit that follow button. It's free for today. I made sure of that for you. Kanari and I work really hard to make sure that the follows are free. And we're making Texas Twinkies. Hey, Hippie, question for you on top of how did your stream go was Robbie couldn't remember if you ordered a Texas Twinkie when we went to the barbecue place or not.
I was pretty sure you did.
Did you order one?
I think it at least caught your eye.
He did your point meal redemption. What did he make? What did he make? Look busy now. All right, they have something very specific they want me to do this. They want me to place this back in here with these juices and stuff.
And he needed the sous vide to do your redeem, right? That's what I heard
Ooh,
on the
I love
stream.
you know what? That gives me an idea. I want to use the sous vide. Not tonight. All right, so we're going to take this nice fat with all the seasonings, toss it in here. Then we're going to put this in a bowl and put some barbecue sauce with it. And then we're going to make our corn meal stuff. You didn't start that. Oh, no, he did not get a Texas Twinkie. Next time, we've got to do that because they're so good. And my Texas Twinkies are right now on the smoker, and they're going to stay there as long as we can possibly do that. I've got the oven. Okay, so I talked about how I did the brisket, right? I did the brisket on the smoker for about 4-ish hours. I went out there about every 20 to 30 minutes, and I sprayed it down with a an apple cider vinegar water mixture just to keep it moist. I think I turned it at one point and forgot to turn it and put the fat side up, but it's still delicious. This pulled pork was, in the oven, and so what I did with this is I had brown sugar and I had Steve's butt rub, and I rubbed all of that into the pork butt and put that in the oven at 325 for 4 hours. And then I cranked the oven, took the foil off the top of it, and then did another hour at 400 so that we got this nice charring that we got on the top. You want to see that? Some of this nice, all the fat got really charred. So some good flavor in there.
It does smell really good in here, Kanara.
Yeah. So that's how we made the meats.
That's her officer points at Flutter Bites. She started it.
What did I start?
No, Flutter
Oh.
Bites, the sous vide use. All right, Andy. Thanks for hanging out.
All right. So we need hot. Good night, Andy. All right. So we need a little over 2 cups.
That was way over 2 cups. Or is that a half a cup?
Nope, this is a cup. But you know what we're going to do? We're just going to put all of it in there. That's close enough. We're going to put some barbecue sauce in here. I'm going to put this back in here for later.
And I don't know if you saw the drink menu.
Oh my
but
gosh,
one of
it's
the 3
falling
drinks
apart.
is a special margarita.
Is a
tonight.
special margarita. One night we're going to have to make the hippie margarita.
Ooh.
And we'll have to do the Kanara gimlet. That's one of the Kanara's favorite drinks. If I remember correctly. Do I remember that correctly?
I mean, that sounds right.
Well, she's here, so I'm asking her.
She's smacking her lips
Okay, so a Kanara gimlet.
and drooling.
Who else needs a cocktail designed for them? All right, we're gonna put some barbecue sauce. And it doesn't, oh, that's the wrong recipe. Hang on. I got 2 recipes up here.
And Kanara, I did warn Dana that she's going to have to really carefully read and reread the World of Warcraft recipes.
I have been warned. I have been warned.
Golden Flare says,
Even if you are Horde.
I still haven't taught you my signature cocktail.
Oh, what's yours? Oh, what's your signature cocktail? Is it a martini of some sort? All right, so we've got this lovely pulled pork. We put the barbecue sauce says it's spicy. It's really more sweet than it is spicy. It's sweet with a kick at the end of it. But that's gonna be the middle of our pulled pork Twinkies. So I think I am done with this for now.
Golden Flare says, mm-hmm. Vodka-based or rum? Vodka-based. We have a bit of that in the house. Or at least we usually do.
I think we have, no, I think there's still an unopened bottle. Because I don't think we were really drinking, we had it for the party, we
Yeah,
had
Dana
extra.
restocked for the party for all the streamers, so we're good
I think
to go
we're
for
we
a
have so
while.
much beer left over. All right, so now, that's what I was gonna make the,
So if anyone wants to stop by for a beer from time to time, we might get through it in the next few months.
or vodka,
Or vodka, or any
Or
other
gin.
beverage you would like.
tequila, gin, any of the things. Dill pickle martini. Ooh, yes, that would be delicious. You're on your way. A stout float. Garlic mashed potatoes. A stout floats are so good.
Are we on TOC right now? What's going on?
We just laughed like one judge, I can't remember who it was, did this, goes on TOC, and then after that, like every judge then had to do it at some point. It was crazy. It's like they had a bet. And these things do happen, by the way. They do make, like, so we used to bet, my kid's dad does stuff on, in the past did stuff on TV and radio, and so the kids would give him words that he had to, the bet was that he had to work in. I did it too. Sometimes it was a fun bar game. We'd have him put that on, put the game on and stuff. Kosher bacon jam, thank you. We got the, I like it. I like the dancing emote there. I love it. Oh, Colino's the best, right? Makes the best drinks. How are you, Kosher Bacon Jam? I still have my my Thor hammer stamp. I just had that the other day. But he loves his head scritches. My dog has a brain, chooses not to use it sometimes, but also likes head scritches. Okay, we gotta make this. Oh, I've already ruined my cookbook. It's fine, that means it's loved, right?
It means you actually used it.
All right, we're gonna need some flour, we're gonna need some cornmeal, we're gonna need some sugar.
Let's show Dana on camera. She carries this over.
And I even haven't had a drink yet.
I know, that's why you didn't drop anything.
That's possible. All right, we need 1 3/4 cups flour.
Working on another 83 hammers right now.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot. All right, I'm gonna do this the hard way. 7.
What?
If I do it that way, Kanara's gonna yell at me. Kanara, go ahead, yell at me. I'm gonna do it this way. 1,
6,
2,
8.
3. Really, honestly, if you're baking, you want to use a spoon to put this in here. This kind of compacts it so you don't get as good. But I usually weigh if I'm baking, so. Is this 4? Who's counting?
That's 4.
5, 6,
Your kitchen, your rules.
7. Well, I know what you're saying when you stick that into.
She will judge in silence.
For not using a scale for measuring weight at all. No, she'll judge. She has rightly taught people that when you're spooning, when you're doing flour, you don't want to scoop it, you want to spoon it in there. My mom taught me that too. And I do that if I'm baking and I'm not weighing. So, all right, we need a cup of cornmeal. It's supposed to be fine cornmeal. I don't really have that, so we're gonna measure this and see how much this is. This is fine cornmeal, and then we're just gonna use some not fine cornmeal, but it'll be fine. But I'm gonna measure over here because if I do it over the bowl, I'll make a mess. Oh, I might almost have enough. And the reason why it wants fine cornmeal for this is because we're trying to make it look like a Twinkie. But like I said, I don't have a Twinkie pan, so.
Chippy says, fine, not fine.
Fine, not fine. All right, trash bowl. At that one, I need to fill that up. I need to go buy more fine cornmeal. I need more sugar. I'm like, I was getting stuff out for the stream and I'm like, wow. I'm out of things that I usually have on hand all the time. All right, so I'm gonna put a little more in there. We're just getting coarser and coarser with our cornmeal. It's good texture. Yes, copy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll work. I know it'll be fine. It just may not look exactly the way I want it to look. That's the thing, right? All right, so there's that. Now we need 1/3 cup of sugar. Let's use every measuring device. But you see my sugar is way low too, so we're probably gonna use, oh wow, I actually have enough for that.
I mean, Hippie is here, so you got to use all the bowls.
Well, these aren't bowls.
I know.
But it's okay, I
reminding
had
you.
castor sugar over here just in case. We may use that for the cocktails, I haven't decided yet. Some of these cocktails I'm making up. All right, do our dry ingredients. I'm sure it wants, it needs baking powder, baking soda, and some salt. Kanar's gonna love the way I measure salt. I always feel partially judged. So there's a file, guys. Oh, I'm too sweet anyways. You don't know me very well. But thank you.
She's sweet on camera, and then the cameras go off, and I have to deal with the consequences of my actions on stream.
I would say I'm really nice and kind in person, but I don't know that sweet would be the word that most people would use to describe me, since my friend's nickname for me is PETA, which stands for pain in the...
You know.
Yeah. That's how you do it too. Perfect, perfect.
How do I blink twice when I'm off camera, though? That's my problem. That's why I never get help.
It's a good point. All right, we need 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. There's disembodied voice is going to appear here in a second. And then half baking
Hey,
soda.
Master of Splits.
Master split schmoopy. Schmoopy. All right. I think, let's get those out of the way.
It needs to be a redeem on the channel now.
Blink loudly. See, you have to blink loudly.
Like in the cartoons.
Bleep, bleep. Oh, that's the sound you should have on your, the little bleep, bleep.
I have other sounds.
All right. So now that we've got all of that, can you go get the milk for me? Out of the other refrigerator?
Do we have more milk?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I thought I finished that this morning.
I actually told him this earlier, but he doesn't listen to me.
She tells me lots of things.
I hear him. I hear you.
Boy, in the span of like 5 minutes yesterday looking at a house, I think I repeated 3 things that she just said.
He goes,
It was not my best moment.
we walked into a bedroom and I was like, oh, cool, look, there's a door out to the patio. And then Robbie comes in and he goes, hey, Dana, look, there's a door out to the patio. And he did something like that, like at least 3 times.
I always say the best stuff.
From Go Puff? No, I got from my regular grocery store. You don't hear a thing I say, do you? No, see, here's the thing. I think he hears me because he repeats everything I say. So I'll be like, I think we should go do X tomorrow. And he's doing whatever. And then 60 seconds later, he'll look up and go, hey, Dana, I think we should do X tomorrow. And I'll go, he'll be like, did you just say that?
In my defense, Dana does do the same thing.
Not nearly as often.
Or so we let her believe.
I don't even correct him most of the time. It really just depends on what's going on. I am the voice in his head. Oh, you've been getting that from a delivery service for like $2 a dozen. Well, you must have a good delivery service there. No, my eggs were not $2. And they
Maybe
are.
one day. Maybe
They
one
are.
day.
I'm a free range chicken kind of gal. Okay, I'm finished with. Well, you know what? Wait until I see what the consistency is here. I may need to add some more. All right, and we need some butter melted and some honey. 6 tablespoons.
I got your
1, 2,
honey
3,
right
4,
here,
5,
Dana.
6. No. That looked more like sugar than honey.
It's still sweet.
Deep for eggs like it's Easter. You would think that, but believe it or not, they go, get that piece of paper off of there. Come on. The chickens, it's so fun. Remember when we were at the place, I think it was in Maine, and they had the free range chickens in the chicken house, and they were like on all these different like little roosts inside, and they had their little doors to go outside. It was cute. But I think that the eggs are just better.
Yep, gotta stock up. Yeah, the realtor yesterday had to let us know that at that location for the house, that chickens would not be allowed, just in case we were...
It's out in the country. It's not out in the country, but it's more out in the country than where we are. It used to be the country about 10 years ago, but now it's starting to build up. And it looks like, they look like little ranches. But that house, alas, was not for us because it backed up to a road, which is the one thing that we don't like about this house. So eggs finally went down. So you picked up 2 for 27. How many eggs are you buying?
60 count.
Oh, 60 count eggs. Okay. You should start laying eggs. You can make a lot of money. You could definitely make a lot of money. All right, let's start
But
putting
is it
this
legal?
together. Huh? Is it legal
Yeah.
to make money off of the eggs you lay?
Yeah.
Flour, cornmeal, sugar, baking, blah, blah, blah. Right. In a smaller, but not less important bowl, whisk the eggs, milk, melted butter, and honey.
It seriously said that on the
Yes.
recipe?
Yeah. It's Mythical Kitchen.
It's smaller, but not less
Mythical
important.
Kitchen is hilarious. Their food is hilarious. It's like they said, make good food, but don't take it too seriously. And I love that. All right, my butter's not quite melted yet. Let's try again. So maybe a few more. How much of this do I need? About 3 tablespoons. Let's do 1.
So how long did you want the stuff on the grill, Dana?
2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Oh, butter pop. Oh,
Did you make a mess?
yeah, because I'm not using, dang it. Now my oven, now this is a mess. All right, please hold. Robbie's gonna take you outside to go look at the Twinkies.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. while I clean up this mess that I have now made. And now I've got to melt more butter.
Let's see if this is still working, shall we? Let's see.
Oh, this is really messy. Reason number 7 for not getting
Okay,
the drawer.
we're going. We're off. Oh, look, we found a dog. Hey, Rocky. Are you watching the grill for us?
Oh, there's the dog for you guys.
There's the grill. Smoking away. Should we look inside? Oh, look at that.
Looking good.
It looks
They're
so
about where I need
delicious.
them to be right now.
Don't want to let all the heat out. Hey, Rocky, are you helping?
What's Robbie saying? Tell me. 50 pounds of eggs.
buddy.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
What? You think you deserve
Andy
one
hasn't come
for
over to
watching
clean
the
kitchen
grill?
yet, Hippie? That's terrible.
Let's go see what Dana's up to.
Meanwhile, I have butter all over my...
I found a dog. Hey, look, there's Dana.
All right, I gotta melt more butter. Here, we're gonna throw this butter in here for now. Oops. And And this time, I'm gonna put something over the top of this so butter doesn't go everywhere, because here's a reason to not get a microwave drawer. It's
That's a lot of eggs.
lower than you, right? And then if you need to clean the top, you really can't see in to see what on the top needs to be cleaned. Here, we'll do that. 1,890 eggs. Oh, in powder form. That's a lot. I'm guessing that's to make creme de liche.
And I'm also guessing that's not cheap.
He said it's not cheap. He said we didn't want to know. At Costco so far, they're the most reasonable where you are. See, my Costco, I can only buy, I want to say 36 eggs. And I'm not sure I can use that many. That awkward soaper, welcome in. Thank you for that follow. We're glad you're here. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound cheap.
You have 5 dozen and 2 dozen. So 2 dozen I could do. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Congratulations. Is that on?
I think that's a free.
Is that for getting engaged? For finally making enough marry me dishes? We've made a lot of marry me dishes this year. One day. All right. Let's get the liquid out of here and melt the other part. And hopefully it won't explode this time, Robbie. I'm doing it slower this time. All right, let's get the eggs in there. Oh, and the honey.
Yes?
Yes?
I heard you say honey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Robbie did a good job. Even though I was
Well,
there
thanks
with
for
him.
coming in, Mary.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. We haven't seen you for a while. Are you still streaming at all? Because I know you were streaming for a while. And it can be really just hard to stream. I know that we, over the years, we thought we were going to build up and stream more often. And having full-time jobs and trying to stream two days a week is enough. It's enough. And you haven't lately?
And then when I try and mix in my own streams on top of that.
Which he does not get tech help like I do.
I've asked her for help, guys.
You sure have.
She just laughs and laughs and laughs.
Okay.
It's all right, because Dana and Kanara are doing a World of Warcraft collab in 2 weeks. Is that right? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks from today.
She's going to try and play the game the Friday before that. So
Maybe.
once we get her in that game, her life will never be the same.
All right. Since I don't have Twinkie pans, this is my very sad attempt at trying to make a Twinkie pan. And like I said, if we are really unsatisfied and this does not satisfy our Twinkie incentive, I will do it again with the proper pans. Let's see here.
Gonna have the wrong people showing up on stream, Creme, with that kind of joke. Sir, we received an anonymous tip about what you're making on stream.
We think it's against TOS. All right, so we're gonna put some in here first, put some of this
corn mixture in here first. And I don't think I'm going to need the milk. I think this is the right consistency for this. This is going to be a hot mess, everybody. But that's okay, because that's on brand for me some days. Don't even think about saying anything else, Robbie. You just leave it right there. I know what you're thinking.
This is one of those times where I just don't comment.
You could say, what?
What?
I was thinking, you're not a hot mess. What are you talking
I
about?
would never think such a thing.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Guys, you're going to have to help them out. You have to teach them how to be a husband. All right. Eating the additional expense. Oh, yeah. All right. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to put some of this lovely meat mixture here in the middle.
Because these are the pulled pork Twinkies?
These are the pulled pork Twinkies. So we've got pulled pork with some barbecue sauce. I'm going to try and keep it in the middle here.
Communication, and Dana is always right. My issue is my mouth works faster than my mouth, so by the time I catch myself, it's gone.
Slow it down.
Now, sometimes she complains I don't talk enough, but believe me, that's a good thing.
No, I prefer you to talk.
I'm not sure what's going on, Jedi. Hey, Rusty.
That is just, Rusty, hello. Can you ask Lady a question for me? Can you ask her if you would be good at giving Robbie advice on how to be a husband? I just want to make sure. How did your breakfast castle turn out? Did you finish it today, or do you still have work to do on it? I caught it towards the end of the stream, I think. And I won pick of the week. I'm so excited.
I was there when she took that photo. I can tell you exactly where on the planet that was.
Yep. It was in Bellagio. Oh.
Fun fact, Rusty, we almost went back to that park to get engaged, but then it rained and I had to go to Plan B.
Though he had no plan. But it's okay. He said, I'm just going to play it by ear.
She will say yes, but I'm a Roy fan.
You mean of Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy? She's a Roy fan? These are going to be
Well, apparently that
perfect.
show's coming back, Dana, so you
I
might get to
know.
see more Roy.
Yay. There's a little bit in here that didn't quite get mixed in.
I listened to the Force and it brought me here. So,
Perfect.
what are Texas Twinkies?
Excellent. Tatsu. Texas Twinkies are jalapenos. You find the biggest jalapenos you can, and you stuff them with a mixture of cheeses and brisket and some seasoning, and then you wrap that whole thing up in bacon, and then you put some barbecue sauce on it, and you stick it on the smoker.
Which is
for
where they
like
are
3
right
hours,
now.
which is where they are right now. So right over here are some pulled pork Twinkies, except they're not going to look like Twinkies. So womp womp, because I failed. I failed to get the proper cooking devices in time for this. So they're going to be whatever shape. I'm actually going to make some muffins, I think.
Michael says
do
the
the
Blues
rest of
are up 2-0 in Game 7.
Woohoo!
I'll just warn you, last night the Avalanche were up 2-0 and they did not win.
That's true. To the dog's collar, because she came home. She walked the dog, and when she came back home, I was on my knee, and she was like, what the bleep are you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't attach anything to Rocky's collar. Ever. Like some people are like, are you going to use the dog in the wedding? And I'm like, no. He doesn't like things that are different.
And Rocky would probably attack at least half the guests.
Yeah. So not
Unless we
good,
gave out treats for everyone to constantly give him treats.
but he'd still be barking. It would be annoying.
She attached the leash to the ring and had no idea. That might be Dana if I had done that. She literally walked by me outside today and she's just like, where are you? Come in the back door right behind
I
her.
was on a mission. I was smoking meat. All right, I'm gonna get these first ones in the oven. The oven is set at 375. This is meant for smaller things, so we're gonna see how long this takes to cook. In fact, in the instructions it says, stick a toothpick in it if it comes out clean, but not the barbecue sauce. That's not gonna be clean. You know what we mean.
Your 11 year is in 12 days.
Oh my gosh, happy anniversary. So these are just gonna be like corn stuffed cupcakes here, which I almost just did because I think these will be easy. I have so much extra meat, but that's okay. There's so many things you can do with pulled pork.
But you're going to rephrase that differently. I'll let it go.
To what?
But you're going to say there's so many things you can do with extra meat.
Oh, boy, your mind.
I'm just hungry, Dana.
This is not Dana After Dark,
Just
Robbie.
hungry.
This is not Dana After Dark. All right, I got to get a scraper here. That's called power humming, in case anybody's wondering.
Hello, my name is now I'm Just Hungry. It's nice to meet you as well.
Robbie's always hungry.
It's because she never feeds me.
Be careful, you'll see what that means.
Does it mean me ordering a lot more food on my phone?
Mm-hmm.
Or just like a bowl of dog food? There's a second bowl of dog food out each
I'll be
day.
like, you and Rocky can share. There's a little bacon in there, but I don't hold out hope for you winning that one.
She keeps your engagement ring on a leash too, huh?
All right, good enough. Some days we just have good enough food. If you were here Thursday, you saw I was pretty particular about everything.
I was going to say, Thursday's food was insane.
I was trying real hard to be a perfectionist.
I had never had
Which
beef
hurts my
cheek
brain.
before, and it was delicious.
All right, I should probably figure out how long this is supposed to be in there. I got that. Rusty, thank you for that gift sub to Kanara. Robbie's gonna get you on the refrigerator. All right, I need to set a timer.
It was cheeky, but it was melt in your mouth.
Yes.
Delicious.
It was like so we confit it. So what I did I cooked it at a low temperature for like 3 hours, I think, in duck fat and tallow. And so that just makes your meat, like whatever you're putting in that confit, just melt in your mouth. And you know, it's weird because people, especially here in the United States, there's just a lot of people who go, ew, beef cheek, why would I want to eat it? You know why? Because it tastes like beef. It's just another part of the animal. It's delicious. And it was the first time I cooked it. But I've seen enough chopped episodes to know that it tastes like beef. As a matter of fact, I saw somebody having to do beef eyeballs.
Yeah.
And they changed it so it didn't look like eyeballs. And everybody was like, it tastes like beef.
There we go, Rusty. We got you on the fridge.
On the fridge. Can you put this in the other fridge? Thank you. And, oh, wait. And wait, there's more. You take that too. And here's what we're going to do now. We're going to make some cocktails while all of those things cook. Does that sound good? We're going to do three different cocktails. And I can throw this away, I think.
Because what's better than one cocktail?
3.
Apparently 3. You thought it was 2,
But it's
but
not.
the
It's
answer's
3.
3.
All right, so Randy is going to come over here and make some cocktails. Alrighty. You want to start with the Mos Eisley Margarita?
Is that what you wanted to start with?
Let's start with that one.
Okay. Apparently we need blue curacao instead of some word I can't read.
Orange liqueur.
Cool.
So, and I'm gonna get these ready with all the things, but I gotta look at my list because I forgot.
So that's not really a full recipe for me then. I just have to know all the other stuff.
You make margaritas all the time. So,
Oh, you got like the whole bar out for me
we're
already.
gonna make them look extra fancy. Tastes like pizza. I don't think I said it tastes like pizza, but if that will make you try it, then yes. How's that? Oh, you failed me.
We could stand here all day and we will get nothing unless we resort to violence.
So violent.
Well, it doesn't work if the door's open, honey.
I know, but I need to get a line.
Make me a drink, but I'm going to do everything I can to slow you down.
Yes. That is correct. Now I'm going to use my bougie knife from Johnson.
Oh my goodness. Careful. This
did not-
thing doesn't mess around,
I
guys.
did not draw blood last time, so that's
But that was the first time it
first
hadn't done
time.
that. No, tequila, right?
That is what you normally make a margarita with, yes.
Not a practice.
Apparently.
Watch me forget the lid again.
Don't do that. All right, we're gonna put some black lava, salt,
All right, hippie, your drink's coming up.
and I just don't think I got that wet enough. Choo, 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 choo. There we go. Tequila, hardly know our marriage. Yeah, we're not even married yet,
But
but we're engaged now.
she's engaged now.
That's a little messy.
So is there lime juice in the fridge?
There is. Cool. Because I always have things prepared for you. No? So did anybody do anything special for the Star Wars, for our Star Wars Day? I'll tell you guys a little story about me and Star Wars. Some people in here probably have heard this more than one time. My first major in college was radio, TV, film. In 1978, 1978. I was like, that's not right. Wait, what's wrong with that? 1978, I was 10, and Star Wars came out, and my parents had only really taken us to a couple of movies that were like G-rated. And when I saw that movie, I was like, this is what movies can be? Wow. And that started my obsession with Star Wars. Every paper that I could, I did something Star Wars. You made moonshine the other night. Oh my gosh. Cinnamon honey bun moonshine. That sounds delicious. Well, I saw it in '78 because that's when we went to the theater. It was in the theater long enough. So, what do you need?
Did you want any ice in those? Or?
I do. Let's get some ice, and I'll get some ice for it too. How's that? You get some ice, I'll get some ice. So anyway, my brother's obsession with Star Wars started. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even want to go to the movie yet when we went the first time because I was reading the book and I hadn't finished it yet.
There was
So
a book?
I was a bookworm. Yes.
Oops, I knocked off
Yes,
some
exactly.
of your stuff off there.
That's right. So, so anyway, so here we go. Here is.
We ready for this?
Oh, I meant to have you shake some of this in there, but. There we go. Yeah, you gotta have a little galactic stars on there. The blue ball, it's just a piece of candy, and I thought I would float that in the middle there. I don't think it needs it, but I found them and I bought them, so now we're going to use them. That's how that works. So there we go. Luster dust. Yes, I was going to have him shake it in there. So there are those margaritas. We're going to taste everything in a little bit. All right, the next one. Which one do you want to make next?
Well, you didn't show those off very long.
I'm sorry. There we go. Do you like our flashing ice cubes? I got those just for you guys. So there are the, okay, I'll put them here. How's that? Then you can see them. Now Robbie's going to make Randy is going to make the next drink. Which one do you want to make?
Ravaritas.
Yes, it is.
Because these are from Mos Eisley, right?
Mos Eisley margaritas. And then, do you want to do our Revenge of the Sith?
Sure.
Okay. So these were cool glasses my my youngest kiddo got me. All right. So we're kind of making this one up on the fly because what I wanted to do, they didn't have everything at the store. So we're going to do like a, it's going to be like a riff on a Moscow Mule. Which means, here, I'll let you get ice in these. So it's going to be vodka, ginger beer, lime juice, and then, so this is your and I'm going to go get some mint real quick. Because I have volunteer mint in my yard.
Good name for a hangover.
Volunteer mint.
No, the Revenge of the
Oh,
Sith.
Revenge of the Sith.
So is this something we're just pouring in then?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what are the proportions? Let me rinse this out. Any idea?
I don't, but probably like an ounce and a half of vodka. Does that sound right? And then like half an ounce of lime juice, top it off with ginger beer. I think that sounds good. He can see the top of the fridge, yes. He is my logistical elevation technician. Sometimes he'll be
It's
like,
actually pretty clean up there.
he's like, did you know that there's this up here? And I'll be like, no, I'm 5'2". I don't know what's up there. Sounds delicious. Pour vodka until your heart feels content. That is another way to do it too. We could get our little stir spoon.
For a second, I thought you said star spoon.
Our star spoon. Here we go.
gonna be really fun since it's just the two of us drinking this.
You know.
It's fine. I just
Some
have more
of 'em can
training
go-
tomorrow. It's all good. You said just a ½ ounce of lime juice?
Yes. We can always change it if we think it needs more. So yeah, so this was not my original thing, but these glasses are cool. My youngest got them. They're like iridescent.
And then just fill it up with this. Mm-hmm. Oh, that lid is already off.
Yes. The ice was enough to turn that ice cube on. Is everybody ready to party?
I am.
There we go.
Did somebody call for the life of the party?
Do I have a co-star? I do. A co-star spoon along with the star spoon. Exactly. I wanted to do blood orange juice, but the blood orange juice at the supermarket wasn't red enough. It was very orange. There we go. It's like a police car in there. All right, last but not least, our third and final cocktail is an intergalactic cruiser. And I don't have the recipe for that, so you'll... vodka, blue curacao, lime juice, grenadine, and then we've got some lemonade to top it off. I think the lemonade's in the other fridge. I'll go get that. Because I
The
want to do
DUI
this.
mule complete with police lights.
Exactly. Well, you know, scare some people off. So these ice cubes are really cool, by the way, guys, because when you dry them off, they turn off. But when they're wet, they turn on.
So it looks like there's a couple of sensors on one side, and it being wet is just enough to complete the connection. Oh, we got blue on the counter, Dana.
That's okay. He'll come off.
Blue!
I can't find the lemonade. Where's the lemonade? Oh, there it is. You are already drinking it.
I did not. I didn't touch it.
Well, I didn't have any.
Well, then Rocky did. Anyway, so how are we making this? What glass?
I thought I got a little thing of lemonade. This must be lemonade that was already in there.
What glass?
That one right there.
Ooh. So these need ice?
I believe this calls for ice, yes. Well, if you lick a dry one, probably would turn on. But let's not go there. It has batteries, but you need to know for science. And we'll do one. Yeah. This one will only get one.
These are very...
They're very odd shaped. But we love them.
So this is vodka again? Wait, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Vodka, blue curacao, lime juice, grenadine. Did I say too many things at once for you?
Boy, is that all gonna fit in here? So they want 3 parts grenadine to the 1 part vodka and lime juice.
3-part.
It says 75 milliliters grenadine to 25 and 25.
I would put less in. It's probably for the color.
So...
Because we can always add more. Are you going to shake it into something? I'll rinse the tequila out of this one.
That's fine. We got another shaker.
There. It's
Oh,
clean.
good job.
Exactly, Rusty. Exactly. All right. Oh, I forgot to do the garnish for this. Wait, I've got other garnishes. We're gonna put because the gumball is the exact same color as the. So this is a chili covered pineapple that's going in there. And you have my cutting board over there, so I'm going to. They didn't have, I really wanted to find like star fruit, and they didn't have star fruit. Here, I'll put this on the top one. I don't know what I'm doing. What is Dana doing? She does not know.
They may have not have made enough proportions for stuff, but we'll see.
All we can do is give it a try.
I can add more. That's the good.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach. You ever drunk Baileys from a shoe? What? You want to come to a club where people wee on each other?
It's a party! You know why? Because the life of the party is here. What is happening? Okay.
Where'd my strainer go, Dana?
Is it on top of the other mixer?
Yes. Good eye. You passed the test.
I didn't really have to see it. It's kind of ugly. Here, we'll do this instead. We'll put a little dragon fruit on there. It's something kind of weird to put in our drinks.
So what's the
Add
seltzer
butter,
water for?
add butter, 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 add butter,
It was
add
for
butter.
another drink that we decided not to do. Wait, I gotta
Add butter.
add butter. Butter into. Wait, we gotta put little.
Wait, what's the lemonade for?
I guess.
Vodka, pickle syrup, lemon juice. Oh, top with lemonade. I can read.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
She's the one that said yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of rethinking that. You just made your dinner: turkey linguine, roasted garlic pesto, mommy mushroom seasonings. Yum! Thank you, File Guys, for that follow. Some Middle Eastern drinks that do have, there's some other drinks, like I like hot buttered rum, but I don't think for any of these fruity drinks that would be good. So this didn't come out very purple, it came out more red. So I don't know what we did. I think it was just too much grenadine that it overpowered the color of the. Because this one was the intergalactic one, right?
Yes.
All right, so what I'm putting on here are little star sprinkles because it's our intergalactic drink.
Intergalactic planetary.
Ooh, you made the mushroom seasoning yourself. That's great. I love to make my own seasonings, and it's not really that hard to make a mushroom seasoning. You get dried mushrooms and add some things. All right. Before we try the drinks, I need to just check on these, see how they're doing. I need a toothpick. Deer in the headlights. Where are my oven mitts? Oh, I still have to do the macaroni and cheese and stuff too.
More stuff to do.
Yeah, but we're just zhuzhing up.
And Filegeist, we will get you on the fridge because that is 100 bits.
What? Thank you so much. All right. All right, these are all done. I'm gonna stick these over here, but you guys can take a look at
They came out of the oven. We're gonna see how we can plate those so that they look nice, but I'm gonna let them cool for a minute while we make some other stuff. Because you can't just have Texas Twinkies and they're not done anyway. So I'll tell you what I've done, guys. I just went to the store. They make a bunch of stuff in-house at my store. That's usually pretty good. So, Robbie loves macaroni and cheese. So I thought we'd heat him up some macaroni and cheese. Here. Lovely. Perfect.
Was that what happens after you have the Intergalactic Star Cruiser?
Could be. Could be. All right, we got these drinks we got to try. We're going to fill these up, but I'm also going to make some breadcrumbs real quick. Except that I need the stove for that.
I feel like there's a lot going on in those drinks, Dana.
There's a lot.
Adding flavor to the drinks.
Just add a flavor to the drinks. All right, because this macaroni and cheese is good. But you know what's better? It's when macaroni and cheese has that crunchy topping on it.
It really depends, Michael. I mean, I'll gladly eat both. Because they both have sort of different memories attached to them. That was actually perfectly placed there. Peter got right up next to the glass, Dana. So now it's perfectly seasoned.
Perfectly. All right.
Dana used to scold me because I would make the Kraft macaroni and cheese with margarine instead of butter.
Who, me?
And
I don't have Kraft macaroni and cheese in my house. That wasn't me.
No, when I've talked about how I
Oh, when
made
you've
it.
talked about how
Yeah.
you made it. I was like, I didn't say that.
Or I would use as little butter as possible.
Yeah, no. Or water if you didn't have milk.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Dana. Dream It Collectible says, LED ice. Oh boy, Robbie has stepped up his game.
Yes, Robbie, did you step up your game?
You're gonna have to thank Dana for this one, Juan.
Oh,
Get you a shout out. Yeah, Dana's gone crazy for May the 4th.
well, I haven't gone
3
crazy.
drinks on one show.
Well, on the drinks, I went a little crazy. I really was trying to do, though, I wanted to do a green one, but apparently I gave my Midori away, so I didn't have that. We're gonna just squish some butter into these breadcrumbs and stick that on there. Now, normally if I'm doing pasta, you'll see me, I'll add anchovies to the breadcrumbs or something like that, maybe some Parmesan cheese. But this is how you can quickly zhuzh up some store-bought macaroni and cheese so that you can tell your friends you made it. Because you did make part of it. And who doesn't want a crispy, crumbly topping? Does anybody here prefer like no crispy bread topping on their macaroni and cheese? I know some people like just melted, like more melted cheese on their cheese. I can think of
who could that be?
somebody.
Things have been good. We've had basically perfect weather all weekend. It's been amazing.
It's been gorgeous.
It's been a great day to have the grill going outside.
All right,
Rocky's
this
been
is
nice
done.
enough to watch the meat out there for us because it smells delicious.
He may be sitting right by the smoker.
I'm surprised he hasn't just knocked it over yet.
Me too. All right. My blood orange was a hot mess. So.
BQD24 says cheese, breadcrumbs, and dried onions, crispy onions.
Nice. Oh, crispy onions. That would be delicious. Crispy crust on yours. From 90 degrees to 60 overnight. That's nice. All right, I'm going to taste their coleslaw and see if we need to do anything to the coleslaw.
Yeah, we were lucky when it got to the 90s here, we were overseas, so we got to miss out on that so far.
It's fine. All right, you ready to try some drinks?
Sure.
All right. Did you
See
take
if they taste as good as they look.
Did you take pictures?
I mean, sort of.
Did you take video?
I did of the first ones. I can do it as a group now.
Yeah.
Boy, she's gotten strict on the drinks now too. It used to be I couldn't eat the food until I took drinks or took pictures. And
Are you
now it's
doing
the same.
okay?
I'm doing great.
Okay, cool. Like this glass would be great if you did a layered drink to it, you know? I'll have to play with that and see if we can come up with a layered drink. Okay, now be quiet. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so the blue drink is a Mos Eisley margarita. So basically it's a margarita. We used blue curacao in it. And then this one is like a Moscow Mule, except we used a pomegranate ginger beer in it. And then this one is, I can't even remember. That one is, so this one we're calling Revenge of the Sith. And this one we're calling the Intergalactic Cruiser, which has grenadine. It's gonna be a sweet one. It has like grenadine and lemonade and vodka, lime juice. What else? What am I missing in there?
Well, if we mix them together, we're definitely limited to only one drink as a customer.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. So here we go.
Ooh, there's stars in this.
There are?
The dust, the glitter dust.
It's just glitter. Oh, okay. You can call it stars if you want. I didn't do so good on making the black lava rim. I'll have to practice on that.
Well, some of that flew off when I put ice in it, so sorry. Tastes good though. I think this would be hippie approved for the margarita.
So these are either for May the 4th or a rave. Whoever said rave-a-rita. I hear you. I've never been to a rave though. Have you been to a rave?
Maybe.
You afraid your mom's watching? You don't want your mom
I mean,
to know?
how do you make puppy glow sticks without knowing what you're doing?
All right. Revenge of the Sith. This is our Moscow Mule-ish, baby. Exactly.
That's
that's
also very
tasty.
good in a different way.
And I like these two aren't too sweet. This one's going to be sweet.
That
I
one,
think.
you're worried about that one?
Yeah.
Well, as we drink it, we can add stuff.
Like more vodka.
I was going to say lemonade, Dana, but
Lemonade is sweet.
I don't think of lemonade as being sweet. Why is that?
It's lemon and sugar. Wait a minute. I mean, it's actually good.
That's not bad. It's not nearly as overly sweet as I thought it was going to be.
No, and you toned down the grenadine, right? You didn't put as much grenadine as was in it.
No, I did the right
Oh,
proportion.
you did?
If anything, I toned down the blue
Curacao?
because I didn't want it to be too blue.
Well, not. But it was supposed to be purple. That's why it's not
But
purple.
it was like by a smidge less.
So we needed less grenadine, more blue curacao.
Wow.
To make it purple. But that's okay. And water.
Hey, DT Creates.
Hello, DT. How are you? I know. See, Michael agrees with me.
Is it though, Michael?
Vodka and 42.
I have to be up early and be trained on things.
I have 2 clients to see, but
I've
not
been
early.
warned tomorrow's going to be a very long day.
Guess which one is person? Well, I.
No. Oh. Well, now I fit. Now I can stand up straight and everything.
Oh, I forgot. We had these too.
I don't have to slouch anymore.
I was going to make the cantina and make it feel like a cantina in here, and I forgot.
Here, we'll switch
you
back
hate
to
it?
there so you can see. You guys can see it. Look at that. We spare no expense on this channel, guys. Look at this.
There we go. You want it jumping more like that? Well, now it's not. What's it doing now? We're ready for a party.
I don't know how the food's gonna taste or turn out, but we got the drinks down.
All right, I'm gonna go check on the Twinkies. Robbie's gonna dance for you.
Let's just taste some more, shall we?
Okay. But also, I'm gonna go check on the Twinkies.
She didn't even take the iPad.
I don't know how to use that.
She doesn't know how to use the iPad. So you turn it on and you walk. Yeah, these things are pretty cool, right? She just got the special ice cubes. Those are brand new. Yes, Chewy. We are enjoying the May 4th party. Thank you for asking, Chewy. I'll have to let her know about that one when she gets back in. They have these glowing orbs. I don't even know what else she had on there. There we go. Now it's a party. We can ask her when she gets back in. She has a ton of them. So basically, as soon as they get wet, they turn on, and if you dry them, they turn back off. And we did clean them before we used them today. I got to wash about 80 of them. And that wasn't even all. She got a lot of them. Because Dana doesn't do anything halfway. Dana,
Yes.
where did you get the ice cubes? And Chewy asked in Chewy's language, are you enjoying the May 4th party?
Where are you? I'll show you this
Last couple
party.
lines.
Oh, I'm enjoying the May 4th party. I am. So I actually just got these on Amazon. I try to shop at smaller shops, but I didn't. I only had a couple of days to get them in. So because I didn't think about it.
You mean your local corner store doesn't have LED ice cubes?
No, I would have had to. Wait, this is kind of cool. Look at their different ones. And then they're the same, and then they're a little different.
I know
love
how to throw a
these.
party, Dana.
These came from, by the way, these came from Michael's, and they're 40% off right now.
So go get them while
So
you
if
can.
so if you like these, and they have big ones too.
I don't even know which drink's my favorite, Dana. They're all good.
I was worried this wasn't going to be well balanced, and it's actually pretty well balanced.
Like if your favorite's margarita, like mine usually is, I would say this one, but I'm enjoying the others as well.
They're all good. So there we go. Going to go get those. Yeah, they're really cool. And the cool thing about them too is you can float them, so they're waterproof.
Were you originally imagining like a giant thing to put them in? No?
No, I
Okay.
was thinking of a pool.
Oh,
I mean,
Or-
I guess
or
that's
a
a giant.
pool.
I guess that's a giant thing.
yes. A pool is a very big thing.
All right, shall we see?
Are you going to check your... So this is
So-
one of the pulled pork Twinkies.
But it doesn't look like a Twinkie. It looks like a giant Twinkie-ish.
Or like banana
thing.
bread or something. Pork bread. Twinkie bread. I'll just keep saying things until we
Are
get
you on
to
the
eat it.
floor? Like on the floor, you just keep saying things until the right
Yes,
answer
if
is-
they don't punish you for a wrong answer, just say answers on
Say
the floor
anything.
game show.
Say anything.
We gotta wait for the macaroni and cheese.
Especially when it's geography and there's only so many countries in Europe, Dana.
Yeah. You don't go past.
What's the breading again?
So this is like a cornbread mix. It's pretty close to my regular recipe for it. So it's basically like cornbread with pulled pork. So you could actually do use like a round pan and even just put in a layer of the cornbread mix and then put pulled pork in the middle and then put another layer of this on. That'd be delicious.
We demand a cross section of.
We're going to, but first I need to plate them and take pictures. So,
But when do we get to eat it?
well here, we'll plate one of these and I'm going to plate it with
Yes.
some barbecue sauce. Where'd the barbecue sauce go? Here it is.
We're missing a disco ball. Give Dana some time. She'd probably get one.
I try to make you happy and you
And,
just
and we'll even
want
put it on a thing where it
more.
can lower down.
They just want more. I can never make them happy. All right,
We do have something that's sort of like a disco ball.
somewhere.
It's
Where is it?
it's in one of the streaming cabinets. Look at that. I wonder if I still have the Cantina music available to play.
What the-
Hold, please. Because we did a big Star Wars themed thing with Darth.
Darth.
And I think I still have that on here.
These spoons are the best, by the way, guys. If only I were more artistic.
So I don't know if this is just. Maybe we'll find out. We'll do it live.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, so this is just to kind of mimic the little white dots you would find down at the bottom of a Twinkie that had the cream, how they put the cream in there. So Robbie,
Yes?
I guess we should take a picture of this. And everybody cosplays while drinking. I love that. I love that. I would be there in a
But who
heartbeat.
shoots first? That's my question. Who shot first?
When?
In the Cantina.
Han Solo for sure.
Not in the edited version. Or were you not aware of that controversy?
No. See, I trust Jedi. You know why?
Han, he
Jedi
always
is
shoots
always
first.
right. All right, you ready to try this? So cross section. Actually, I should get a knife so we can do a cross section first. See if Dana put enough.
Do you need a picture of the cross section as well?
Probably.
Give the people what they want. Ooh. Look at that.
Is that focused? Focus. There we go. All right, do you want to take a picture? All right,
Suki
gonna-
says, yum.
we're gonna taste it now.
Finally, Randy's favorite part of the show. Eating. Yeah, I don't need a fork.
Okay. Hey Juan, I need you to help teach me some butchery skills. Anime convention coming up in a few weeks in biggest one in your area. Isn't that good? It's got like a hint of spice to it. By the way, my Texas Twinkies, I didn't put toothpicks into it, so the bacon is kind of falling off, but we're gonna make it look good.
Oh wait, I heard my name.
I need some help with some butchery skills at some point. I'm assuming you might, well, I think you might be able, I'm not going to assume. I'm thinking you might be able to help me with that.
That is delicious.
I'd make that again. I mean, someday I'm coming to LA. All right.
And if by LA you mean San Diego, that's on the calendar.
Is it? We haven't done
Yes.
anything about it yet.
It's on the calendar.
He's been wishy-washy, so talk to him. All right. There you go.
Oh, mine?
I mean, there's all these other ones over here. So I would totally make that again. This is the cookbook it came out of. You can follow them on Instagram. Mythical Cookbook. This was one of the ones I got for Christmas. Was Mythical Cookbook. And they have fun stuff in here. Oh, there's the pen I was looking for. These are not the droids you were looking for. All right, let's see. How's that doing? That's looking good. I'm going to move it down a rung so it doesn't get too dark. Oh! I think I will go ahead and pull the Twinkies off. I'd like to keep them on another hour, but I know we're not going to be on for a whole nother hour. So,
That is true. I could pull off Chewy.
Princess Leia. I've done that before.
What?
I mean, I've had my hair. I used to do that with Kelsey all the time. Kelsey had that nice dark hair. All right, I'm gonna
missed
go
out.
pull some Twinkies off of the smoker.
Let's see if I can get the camera working real quick. Let's see, switch to this one. Tell Dana to wait for us.
They're falling apart on me. They're falling apart. You're showing my shame. Why are you showing my shame?
They look delicious.
Okay. They're gonna be delicious. We're gonna make them look pretty. All right.
You've done well, Grill. Good job.
Whatever. We'll fix that later. I got the pulled pork and the brisket right. All right. So these did not come out as pretty as I wanted them to. So we're gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take this one and put that down, and we'll plate that. And with that, oops, I don't want to put that there because dog. We'll put that over there. We can do a little more barbecue sauce with this. Is everybody still there? How are we doing? I'm going to put a little bit of, if I can find it. I can't find what I want. But here's what we'll do. Just because it's going to be spicy, so we'll add a little crema, and then we'll do the opposite over here. Not my prettiest plating, Robbie. That's okay, I'm going to do a whole plate with all of the stuff on it. I'll do this. How about that? There we go.
Perfect.
That's what we're going to do. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just being silly. There we go. That's good enough. You know, the other day, just this Uncommon Wolf, this just reminded me from something. The other day, Robbie and I were in the car, and we were trying to figure out what the song was saying. This Bruno Mars. And it's called APT. It's APT. And I was like, what is that? So I looked up the lyrics, and it was in Korean, but like Korean symbols, not like, here's how you pronounce this in Korean. And I was laughing. Hello, Neil, how are you? Who's gonna drink all those cool drinks? Well, some of them may get put into the refrigerator for later. We'll see. All right, Robbie, you ready to try this?
Hello, Neil.
Are you ready to try? Let's give it a try.
Does this also need a cross section?
Maybe. Let's see. Because the bacon's just falling off, so it's not as pretty here. If we do that, no, it's not going to work.
Okay.
So we'll just have to eat it. See, some of the bacon didn't really render enough. I'll try on the other ones where I can keep
See,
them.
I
on
don't
for
mind
a
it if the
time.
bacon's not extra crispy, so
I want it
it's
to
all
be-
good to me.
I want it to be done. I want that bacon to be charred a little bit. All right, what do you think, Robbie?
There's still stuff in the oven?
There is, because I got to plate the macaroni. I'm going to plate everything on one plate.
There's some of the filling for you.
That's good. That is yummy. All right, I'm just trying to get this heated up. It's probably good.
Woo!
Did you get us some spice?
I mean, I ate the pepper.
Well, me too, but I didn't have to go woo.
I like to say woo.
All right, woo.
Woo!
That's hot. That's hot.
Oh. There's the mac and cheese. With the breadcrumbs.
I don't know if you guys have seen the sink, but it's a mess.
Still can't be as bad as Thursday. Thursday was insane. I had the entire studio torn down. And she was still working on dishes.
All right. So here we go. We got that. I'm actually going to take one of these muffins instead. I'll have to. I now need one of these. But I got to find a pretty one. Pretty-ish one. There we go. I have.
I get the feeling I need to take a picture again.
Yeah, I got to put everything on a plate, right? And show everything. Don't mind me, I'm just using my hands. it's just the two of us.
Had an interesting idea for cornbread stuffed peppers. We call them peppercorns.
Cornbread stuffed peppers.
Is there anything else going on there still?
Maybe a little sauce.
Oh, because you're doing that size and not that one further?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will wait.
I'm getting all bougie.
Yeah, where's Dorothy? Yell at you that you're too bougie.
You're not gonna be able to see that, but. I don't know, where is Darth? Probably watching some Star Wars movies or something.
And he was on this morning and
Busy? Okay.
probably busy.
Let's do it that way. And then you can try the, You think so? You're not sure?
Ooh, we'll go Dutch angle here, Dana.
Ooh, Dutch angle.
Getting
That's
fancy.
bougie.
Getting fancy.
All right. So the only thing, I want to try the mac and cheese now that we have put a little topping on it. That dog. I swear, that dog, the dog door is open and he's like on the screen like, help you.
He's
left
like,
me
wait,
outside."
all the meat is inside the kitchen now. It's not out here anymore. I've been tricked.
It's hot. You don't know what you've been doing the last 4 days. Am I sure we have enough food? Family night in.
So
I have made 4 pounds of brisket,
there's 3 more of these.
4 pounds of pulled pork, of which this is still left after making the thing. Well, actually, there's a whole nother bit that has barbecue sauce too. And there are muffins, and there's more mac and cheese, and there's more coleslaw. I think we're good. You wish you could get a sample. I wish I could give, does the dog door thing only happens when it gets dark? It's been recent. It's only been really in the last year that he started doing that. And it started off being when it was dark outside. But now it's whenever. He'll look in the window and he'll be like, help me.
I think it's just more that he kind of wants attention.
It's an attention thing, yeah.
But we've replaced the screens, so we don't want him to scratch on the windows.
So, well, I think we've made a mess over here.
It's all really good, though. And it looks so cool, Dana.
See? Sometimes my impulse purchases pay off.
So, do we need to hold this up for the...
Oh, you changed that. There you go. Even though some of the mac and cheese may be gone.
Yeah, we might have made a dent in that.
I was. Are we sure it's not doggy dementia? Oh, God help us. No,
He's only 4,
no,
about to be
about
5.
And he is very smart. He knows what's going on.
Unless he's not.
No, he's really smart. He's a smart dog. So, okay. Is anybody left on? I feel like everybody raided into me tonight. Let's see who's on. Let's see here. Oh, Megabytes is on. Megabytes is, I think, playing a game right now, but Megabytes. Oh, and Chef John is on, and Whiskey is on. Watermelon is on.
Or Walter Melon.
What did I say?
Watermelon.
Walter Melon. That's what I said. Walter Melon. Chef J. Tay's on. Corn Relish. Ah, get down. Pat DeCino's on. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? I can't see my
Oh,
chat.
sorry.
Robbie has deleted you guys. There we go.
Chef JT could use some help.
Free
All right,
puppy
why
can.
don't we go see Chef JT then?
And is that spelled correctly?
Chef, Jaytay. Barbecue balls and grit fritters. That sounds delicious. Free puppy cam. Got a lot of free puppy cam tonight. So, all right, let's go see Chef JT and give them a howdy, hello, and all the good things. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for the subs and the bits and all you raiders who've hung around, and all of those that just came in and said, I gotta go eat dinner. I know, because you were watching Canary, you probably got hungry. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to Hippie and to Chef Pete and Kanara for the raids. Am I missing anybody for the raids? I hope I'm not missing anybody, but I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Thursday. I think I'm going to be trying to, we're going to be doing something with Patashu, because that is for Labyrinth Gladiators, and I'm going to try it out for a month and see how that goes. So I don't know what I'm making yet, but we're going to be making a Patashu. So, and I'll tell you what our incentives are then. I forgot to do that tonight. And we forgot to give a giveaway. So come back on Thursday, because we'll do a couple of giveaways of our souvenirs from our trip to Europe. And love you guys. I hope you have a good week, and have a good night. And be fabulous and take some kindness